Okay, this is Gary's Walkera QR X350 Pro with the mini APM. I'm fixing to do the first flight test. Everything's stock in the settings. No PIDs have been changed, just the latest firmware. Let's see how this goes. Of course, you know I'm not going to put the video up if everything is not good. I had to end up going to a green LED for the GPS. For some reason, the blue LEDs kept burning out no matter what type of resistor I used. Within 5 minutes of them being on, it would just start blinking out and cutting off. So I had to go to a green one. It seems like the green and red take the voltage a little bit better. Alright, so we've got a GPS lock. We got to lock pretty quickly. Let's arm it. I'm going to disarm it so it makes sure it saves the home point correctly, and then arm it again. Now we got a little breeze out here. I'm going to set my trims to offset the breeze because it's of course going to go away with the wind. There we go. Now that, I only had to trim it just a little bit. Now of course the breeze stopped blowing and it's going to start moving this way a little bit. But that's pretty stable. Like I said, stock PID settings. Now this is running the 5400 mAh battery. The stock Pro battery, I didn't charge it all the way up. I let it get to 12.2 volts and then came out here to test. I wasn't going to do a whole lot. The gimbal's not plugged in, but it is carrying one. And then of course there goes the battery. Now, I may have that buzzer set to 3.8 volts per cell. Yeah, it's going off at 3.8. That's pretty much all up weight with a dead battery. Less the camera. Of course the PIDs are going to need to be tuned. It's going to be a little bit wobbly and stuff like that. Let's see what kind of loiter we get. No, that's right, I didn't put it in loiter. I have it set to position hold right now. And of course when you go in position hold, remember if you have your trims wrong, I had my trims off a lot. If you go into loiter or position hold and you have your trims off, it's going to start drifting in the direction the trims are off. If they're off a lot, it won't hold the position. That buzzer's killing me, but I wanted to test some things out here. That's position hold, which it should hold position when you let go of the stick and let you fly around when you move the sticks around. Let's see how return to launch works, and then we'll get rid of that buzzer. Yeah, see how it's kind of bobbing around a little bit? And the PIDs definitely need to be tuned. Oh, I shut it off. I turned it off of return to land because I saw it kind of drift off the ground there. Looks like I'm gonna have to calibrate the barometer. Barometer probably got a bad reading whenever it got low to the ground, and that's why it's moving around and bobbing around. Usually the barometer should get calibrated whenever you do whenever you power up, but for some reason, and of course when you run the Wizard, it doesn't calibrate that. There's no barometer calibration there when you do the Wizard. You have to actually go in the terminal and do a barometer calibration and do it manually, and that should fix a problem like that where it comes to land and actually in return to land or land, either one, and it hovers off the ground and goes back up. Never go out of return to launch. Go to loiter. If you go into you know, back into stabilize, it'll shut the motors off like it just did, because it'll think it's landed, and that's what it'll do, is just turn the motors off and bounce it off the ground. But good thing I didn't have a camera in it. Alright, that's it for this video. There's some tuning that needs to be done, but it's not going to be much. I need to tweak the PIDs up a little higher, and test it again.